Welcome to the 916th day of continuous and uninterrupted Zoom session of IFPH. Today we have with us Dr. Paul Joseph, BHMS, PG Diploma in Acupuncture, practicing in Toronto, former professor, Homeopathy Medical Colleges under Tamil Nadu MGR Medical University, author and writer of various medical articles and published 2 Tamil books on health and Kavidai, his poems. Radio host doing talk shows on health and politics in Gita Vani for 15 years.
Good morning to all. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. So today's topic is building strong but basement weak. The secret remedy of love of power. Do you guess, any one of you guess what kind of things I'm going to talk? What is the talk? Anyone guess? Idea? So this is a situation here when I wake up in the morning, just see in front of my door. So I couldn't able to open the door. That is car, and as in front of my house looks like that in the morning. So not every day, whenever the snow comes, maybe often, frequently, maybe twice in a week. So we have to wake up in the morning and clean it. So that is our main duty during this winter season. See, this is the backside of my house. House looks like that. See the picture. So in such a situation, we are here and we are doing practice and all these things. So this is the backside of my house, right? So if you want to come to Canada, you can come and enjoy the winter. Anyone? Okay, this is the case. I'll start. I think many of you may aware about the topic. Yes, we'll start. I'm going to talk about the particular topic through the case analysis. The patient, age 45, complaints of paralysis of feet, dropping of foot, paralysis. Then I took this from the patient's repertorial sheet. So that's why it looks like that. The patient has diabetic, 45 is a young guy, diabetic and hypertension, that foot drop on left feet. Alcoholism is a regular alcoholism because of his work. I'll explain what he is doing. Anxiety of health and numbness, particularly numbness and insensibility in left feet, not the whole feet, the whole leg, but only in the feet. The mild, not big, the huge swelling, mild edematous swelling. And thirst-wise, patient extreme thirst, often used to drink little quantity because of his work. He's working as a cook, a chief cook in one of the big 5-star hotel. So maybe due to that, often he used to drink water. The desire sweet, so diarrhea, not often, not the exact diarrhea, but loose stool after eating every time, like a mild irritable bowel syndrome, they diagnosed. And headache, coldness, chillness in the feet, fear of contagious epidemic, because during that time the patient came, the corona time, the peak time, then sleeplessness. So usually we can't take as the main symptom, fear of contagious and infectious disease, because everyone we got fear. So that is the common symptom for those time. Then pain and bruise sensation, mentally loss of self-confidence, but he is helping others. As a cook, he used to give a lot of he used to do the charity work. He's from Sri Lanka. Those who are suffering from the civil war, he used to help, and that kind of mentality is there. So masturbation as usual, premature seminal emission, and abdominal flatulency. So all this seems to be, I think many of you know what kind of the remedy came. So after the repetization, so this is the repetization. No, not this one. No. Okay. So after repetization, the lycopodium came. Then I have to confirm. Even in the previous seminar, I used to tell that my habits of selecting the remedy after repetization to confirm with the materia medica and as well as the sensation assay, right? The H.A. Roberts sensation assay. So I referred the feeling. I asked the patient, right? He said there is no circulation. I feel there is no circulation in my left leg. Then the other sensation, cold water below the angle, just below the angle, cold water feeling. He doesn't tell the chillness. He doesn't tell cold feeling, but he said exactly when I touch the cold water in the snow, because we had experience with that, right? When I put the leg into the snow, that kind of feeling. So cold water below the angle. So the same H.A. Robert, page number 445 and page number 466, single remedy rubric, right? And also the repetization also revealed the lycopodium. So here I come to the picture, chief cook in the five-star restaurant, master of many workers. There are in five-star hotel, you know how many people they are working in the restaurant. So he was the powerful guy in the particular restaurant, very powerful man and controlling all that area where he worked, right? So he want to achieve. He achieved this position, this the highest position, from a simple dishwasher. He is not qualified as a big catering technology or like that, but he come from the bottom of the things. So joined as a dishwasher about say 10, 15 years ago. Then he achieved this job, as a powerful job, because of his ability and all these things. Then because of the problem, he lost the job. Termination of driving license. Here, immediately they terminate the driving license. Because if this kind of symptoms is there or such a complaint, so immediately. So termination of driving license in Canada, it is a huge, because without a car, you can't live here. Because that kind of situation. So that is a main impact. But in our country, it doesn't matter. But here, that is one of the main criteria, main impact on the individual. So due to that loss of hope, feels he has no power, feel incapable. So late marriage. So he came to me. Yeah, I advised to do some physiotherapy and massage. Right. I prescribe lycopodium in various potency. So due course of time, within 3 months of period, he was all right. So that is the way of the understanding the picture of the patient. Then the second case also lycopodium, because today I'm going to talk about the different aspect and phenomena and dimension of the lycopodium. In different way, I'm going to talk about that. Irregular. So menses very irregular, a young lady, age about 30, to prolonged, late and prolonged, irregular. There's a ovarian cyst on both sides. Then the other symptoms also there. Huge acne on the face, right? It's a chronic one. acne appears before menses, so like that. She desire for spicy food and junk food. He always eat junk food and very fond of in junk food. Junk. Then the constipation, chronic constipation. She told me that once or twice in a week he passed the stool. So that kind of, but he doesn't feel the irritability or doesn't feel any discomfort. But he said because of the food, that junk food. So that's why the lifestyle is one of the lifestyle modifications she need. So that's why the constipation. Then headache, constipation because of her sedentary life, fear of bugs and insects. So it looks like calcarea, carb, and the lycopodium, sulfur, different remedy comes and goes. The failure in examination, fear of failure in examination, but she completed university degree, even though she has that kind of fear when he attend an interview or meeting people. So mind unhappiness with the siblings, very quarrelsome and fear of seeing new people. So those kind of things. So elements from anticipation, all these things, and lack of confidence, hair loss, the usual hair loss, anxiety about future. So here, when I go into deeper in mind, the mother statement, she is older in the family with 3 siblings. She dominates, but avoid responsibility. Usually when you dominate, the people used to take responsibility too. But here, she dominates, but avoid responsibility, control others, mistrustful, suspicious, very ego in the family as well as in the, she's working in the settlement worker. When when the people come new to when people come to Canada as a new people, as a new immigrant, there are a lot of organizations, they help the people. So she work in that concern, that office. So very ego, contradiction, very religious. These are the statements from mother, avoiding crowding because of fear of new people. And superiority complex, talkative, obesity, all those symptoms are there. But here, she want to become a great artist. So even though she is doing painting at home, then I ask her, why you are doing that? Then she explained in different way, right? Because I couldn't able to talk, I couldn't able to write because of her personality, very silent. So she want to communicate not to the people, not with the people, not with the others. So she want to reveal his ideas. She want to communicate in silently, do the painting. So she's such a different personality, right? Then as usual, after repetition. So this case, it doesn't include the H.A. Robert sensation acid. See? So after repetition, the lycopodium came. Then the lycopodium came. Then I confirmed with after repetition, I confirmed with some of the symptoms. So see, mainly that the problem in the reproductive and hormonal system. So that's why I ask, is there anything, what kind of sensation you feel in the lower abdomen kind of things? She explained, there's a air pressure, air kind of, when you pump the air into the vagina, what kind of feeling you have? So that kind of, because the pathology is like that, because the backside, the constipation, the abdominal problem, and all these, the irregularity and all different kind of issues over there. But due to that, she feels air pressure always in the kind of pressure always in the vagina. And the air busting in abdomen on and off. That's because of due to the local pathology. See, so this is the way I prescribe lycopodium in different potency and some of the other intercurrent remedy too. But the main the remedy is lycopodium. From I start from 30 and then 200 and the improvement is there. Then I increase the 0 bar power, 0, 1 or 2, I think. So after receiving even the first visit, this is the things we have to observe from the patient. I think many of your speakers, they talk about that. So how to observe, completely the whole personality of the patient, how they behave with you, how they react with you. So in the previous lectures, I explained you, most of the patients, they hide the symptom. They won't reveal the real thing. They act as a patient. They are really patient, but in front of us, they act as a, their acting is a lot, right? So be carefully, we have to observe the case. But this lady, so after receiving the medicine, the way of behavior, you know what happened? The way of the behavior, very, very kind and what kind of see, he received the medicine. So immediately, suddenly, when going to near the reception, I was walking with them. He came with the mother. Suddenly he hugged me. You know that, and he started talking. Thanks a lot, doctor, because of I have visited many doctors, but I felt satisfied with you. You asked many questions, and the care you took, the time to spend. So she talked like that in a beautiful way, and finally she said, my father also had a French beard like me, so I lost my father in my childhood. So she explained in such a way and hugged. What is a rubric? Anyone? What is the rubric? That's a rubric in mainly in lycopodium. That's the main symptom. Weeping or this kind of showing emotional things when they thank. So that is a important. That's a symptom I observe after prescription. So here, along with lycopodium, I prescribe some biochemic calcarea pause or something, and the placebo with various potencies improved. I'm waiting for ultrasonogram to reveal her acne and the other symptoms. Most of the symptom period become regular. I'm waiting for a ultrasonogram to reveal to find out whether the cyst is there or not, but they couldn't come after the right. So lycopodium is a very interesting thing. Lycopodium is an antisoric, antisyphilitic, and 3 miasmatic, right? Antipsychotic remedy. It's a very deep acting remedy. It's a lycopodium, sometimes called vegetable sulfur. So that's why that is the main vegetable sulfur is a mineral, but here the compared to sulfur, it's called lycopodium is called vegetable sulfur. But plant kingdom very sensitive. Animal kingdom usually competition and survival. Mineral kingdom structure and relationship. But here, this patient has little bit of taint of animal too, right? The competition and survival, those kind of symptoms we the patient expressed. The lycopodium was, when you go into the lifestyle of the lycopodium, not the patient, the plant, the habitat of a lycopodium, this lycopodium plant, right, it was a huge tree. It was a very, very huge tree. I think it's more than 100 feet, tree. This tree, it's from during the dinosaur period, right? That kind of right, millions of years ago, right? After that, what happened? What happened there? This is the lycopodium plant. Now it's become a small plant like this, like maybe around 1 feet, half feet, like that kind of nature. From 100 feet to see the structure of, right? So the same feeling the patient also having, right? From superiority to like inferiority, from high place to low position, right? There's nothing, I lose everything. So those kind of symptoms you can observe. So that's why I used to tell all the homeopaths, before studying materia medica, we have to study the lifestyle of the each and every the plants and animals, and what the remedy has, the source of the remedy, where the remedy derived from. So that kind of studies. But last time we discussed about the honeybee. If you know the lifestyle of honeybee, if you know the lifestyle of snake, if you know the lifestyle of this kind of plant, how it's, right? No need to study the materia medica, because everything is there. So that must be understand easily, very, 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 very in a particular way, in the perfect way, we can understand the nature of the remedy. So when the patient comes, you can easily compare with all these, right? This is the plant, the pollen. You know that the pollen, see, it looks like a sulfur. The main feeling in lycopodium, that is, the person remains small. His survival will be difficult. He will be humiliated. He will be nowhere, right? So that kind of lack of courage to face the danger. And the main theme of lycopodium, the other side, they want, this is the one side of the person, this is the other side. That's the positive aspect of the person. They become ambition, right? They desire to grow bigger and bigger. They want to achieve the things. Lot of effort which to concentrate fully on become the bigger and bigger to achieve the things. So being more powerful, they will do anything to become to get the power, dictatorial, reaching high position, the top of rank of the ladder, right? So slowly they move in such a way to get the topmost position. Lycopodium is a part of the 3 remedies. When you compare all these 3 remedies, calcarea, lycopodium, sulfur, it is a cycle. One period the patient calcarea, then it become lycopodium, then becomes sulfur. Then sulfur can become calcarea. Then there's a cycle observed by various the pioneers of homeopathy. They explain very nicely. Calcarea represent the human need for stability and security. That is the nature of calcarea. So you know the structure of the shell, right? Ostrich cell. They hide inside and they make a shell like they always they feel they want, they need the security, right? But the outer shells it's give protection, but it's not stability, but it's a very, very soft in nature, but always instability feeling, always insecure feeling. They doesn't know when it's break, like that. So which translate into having house, family, source of income, good health and protection. So always this kind of symptom you can translate, or you can compare with in their family, in their source of income and their health, always unsteady, unstable, right? Insecure in the house, insecure in the family, insecure feeling in the society. So stability also entails the lack of movement and adventure. See, so this is the ostrich. The outer shells, this is the calcium carbonate, you know, the medicine which prepare calcium carb is prepared from the same. The other side, the sulfur. Sulfur is named the other way. For they are always for ego. They are always to maintain their image, right? They want to always, they want to someone recognize, someone give importance to them, someone to be recognize them. So that kind of the nature, they always think about self-image. Here, the original situation from which the lycopodium state may have arisen, probably that the person who feels has no power. So when from power to no power, then they started all kind of symptoms. Then they become a sick. That is a pathology behind the person. So when everything is perfect, the power is there, then the person is perfect, healthy. When anything loose, anything unstable, anything happen in their life situation, then so he is therefore aggravated within anything concerned with loss of power in the family, loss of power in between husband and wife, loss of power in the workplace. So if anything happened, the picture it's revealed. Its picture comes out. So that is a very interesting thing. Here, and the same way, so in lycopodium, you can see the anticipatory anxiety, the lack of confidence. How is you can compare with, how you can differentiate with the Silesia? Silesia always afraid to fear of going onto the stage, onto the stage that approaching towards stage. But lycopodium afraid to speak. There are all things are anticipatory anxiety. But there's when you go into deeper and deeper, you can see the differentiation. Silesia, even they when they step near to the stage, they started the anxiety or irritable or whatever. Lycopodium, speak, fear of speaking. But agendum niticum, performance. So agendum niticum always think about the performance, how I am going to perform, what kind of things it disturb my performance. So such a differentiation, very minute differentiation you can see in the lycopodium, Silesia, and right. I will explain in a different way all the 3 remedies. Okay, let's leave it. The lycopodium, sulfur, and calcarea carb. Just take as 3 remedies. At present situation, you can compare with all the 3 remedies. So lycopodium, what we discussed already, they are powerful. They always the work for the power. They want to maintain the power. They love the power. They want to maintain the power. So just compared with America, now the at present condition, right? So America just looks like right the lycopodium. What about the Ukraine? Calcarea carb. Calcarea carb you can compare with the Ukraine. The main feeling of main feeling of need for stability and security. Because there's a problem, big problem over there, stability. They doesn't know when they are going to break, when they are going to, right, the things happen. So the whole country is unstable, insecure. So there is a feeling of being too weak to face the cruelty and roughness, delusion. That is what I am telling in the Materia Medica. I am not telling. All these things are in the Materia Medica. Now I am comparing with the Ukraine. Calcarea cup of the picture of Calcarea cup, just I am compared with the Ukraine. Calcarea cup tried to build a protective shell, the wall, defend around himself. So that's the things going on. All the NATO and other countries there, right? So like a covered developing embryo in an egg, in a shell. You know the story of ostrich. So he seeks, Calcarea carp seeks the protection by expressing a lot of fear. So that's why now they are on the situation of Calcarea carp. Ukraine people, the whole country is in the Calcarea state, right? That's why this guy, the president of Ukraine, is going here and there and seeking the help. The person relies completely on the another person. Now they are completely on the surrounding countries like the NATO countries or European countries. Even the Calcarea children, they depend on others always. Yes, we have to compare with that too, right? So now the country, the whole country of Ukraine is dependent on Western country. The Calcarea may weep also and ask for his protection and seek support, narrating her symptoms aggravate. When the symptom narrative, when they are explaining their symptom, they become emotional. You know, the president of Ukraine, he talks in different parliament. Just he was crying, literally. So that's, now we come to the sulfur. So America lycopodium, Ukraine Calcarea carp. What is about Russia? Russia is sulfur. Russia is sulfur. The main feeling that being scorned and condemned and despised. So everyone they are just in Tamil we call just they're cursing and they are people are right. They are scorned. They are in such a situation. The people are criticizing, suppressed situation. They are isolated situation. Sulfur again. The person is made for feel humiliated, whether they are doing good or bad, but now they are in situation of humiliation. Embarrassment is the one of the main feeling of sulfur. You know, now they are in such a situation, Russia, embarrassment. The struggle is for, they are always fight and struggle for ego and honor. So what's going on in Russia? The same thing. Now they are fighting for the honor because they want to oppose the Western country, they want to fight with the NATO. Ego is the biggest theme of sulfur. The same way the Putin. Just imagine the Putin, how it looks like. The kind of hopefulness, even though they lose a lot of military, a lot of damage, but still now they have a hopefulness always. That is also in sulfur. Whatever happened, right? They never lose the hopefulness. They never lose the hope. Desire for business, desire to make money. Even though Russia, the war is going on, but the other side, they are doing the business. Now they have good business even before prior to the war, because they sell oil in the other way. In sulfur also doing the same thing. Reflect, indolence are the well-known. Indolence. What is indolence? Don't care. If whoever die, whoever suffer, so sulfur don't care about that. The same thing the Putin. Right? So they feel that they are perfect and appearance in action. Sulfur always the same thing, right? Sulfur also like that. They feel that these are the things, symptoms. I got it from where? You know that the Clark Materia Medica and Dr. Rajan Shankaran's Soul of Remedy. Everything is there. So, now the Russia in the state of the don't care policy, indolence. They feel that they are perfect in action. They make a lot of effort to appear clean. So for the world, whatever happened, they want to show their ability. They want to show we are clean because of certain things, and we are doing the war. So they're explained in such a way, very sensitive to criticism and insult. So whoever do the criticism, immediately they react. They oppose that, right? They started more fire, more problem. So sulfur also in the same way, right? But the sulfur patient, they live in their own world. That is a very, very important thing. But here in Russia, now they isolated, the country is isolated. Now they are living in their own the world. So the concept is like that. See, so lycopodium has tremendous fear being alone, and right, the other thing, lycopodium person very often late to marry. Even the first case, the guy who got married after maybe 39 or 38, right? But once he doesn't commit himself, when he does commit himself, he accepts full responsibility. The person, he takes lycopodium, take full responsibility due to his strong sense of duty. And lycopodium is very sympathetic patient. You can compare with, you can differentiate with other sympathetic remedies like causticum sympathetic, always sympathy, always anxious for others' health, others, always sympathy for others. But phosphorus sympathy, little different, not little, it's a huge difference. Feels the anxiety he feels, the phosphorus patient, they feel themselves for other problem, the others' anxiety, the others' health issues. But acid nitricum, he's a very, very, very cruel guy, because acid nitricum, the syphilis, right? Syphilinum. So sorry, the syphilitic remedy, anti-syphilitic remedy. Acid nitricum sympathy is conditionally. If you do, I will do. If you help me, I'll help you. In such a way that it's not a genuine sympathy. So even sympathy itself, the sympathy, a single symptom itself, you can differentiate different kind of. The lycopodium can be very hurried in nature. Hurried nature could be explained the basis of lack of self-confidence. Because of they have self-confidence. That's why they are hurry in nature in their work and everything. Because they are anxious to complete the job, they are hurry to complete the job. They are in hurry in nature in workplaces. Even during the interview in the clinic, especially during the follow-up, they are very impatient and want to get away quickly. Doctor, what time you are going to finish? So like that, they ask the question like that in such a way because they are in hurry in nature. Lycopodium child of parents who are demand achievement. In India and Sri Lanka, the parents are like that. They always demand, hey, you want to become a doctor, you want to become a surgeon, you want to become a this, you want to become like the astronaut, like that. So already from childhood onward, they started, they are created the lycopodium patient. The parents are created lycopodium patient, lycopodium child, right? They put the demand on them. You have to do this one, you have to do like that, that kind of. So he has anticipatory anxiety. So anxiety, how it's developed, lack of confidence. Oh, I have to be like that, right? The fear of being unable to reach the goal, reach the destination. So that's why the problem comes, right? Again, the other remedies, lycopodium has to be compared with the other remedies like you can compare with the Staphylococcus aurum, Naxomica, Celidonium, right? There are different things, Calcarea, sulfur, I explained. So that is the one I'm going to discuss. Don't forget the Russia, Ukraine, and America. So America, Lycopodium, Russia, sulfur, Ukraine, Calcarea. Finished. Veteria Medica is over.